Hey guys, this is another video on our series of our comic book, and this video, these characters are all villains, so I thought it would be cool if we could go through them one by one and just talk about them. So let's get into it, I guess. Yeah, so as I said, they're all super villains, and basically, I'm gonna go through them one by one, tell them which supervillain which superhero they're villains of, and give them a little backstory, I guess. So let's do it. This one is the Pumpkin Plunderer or something. Is another holiday villain, and I think he could just be a villain for everyone if we do a Halloween episode. This guy's the villain for Rough Ranger, and he is the pet of that guy we talked about like 2 episodes ago. I forgot his name now. I think maybe Seismic. Yeah, I think him. And he basically, I don't know what his name is, probably like Evil Rough Ranger, like Anti-Rough Ranger. You can just do Rough Ranger backwards, and that'll be it. This is Death Angel, the direct opponent to Freebird that I talked about earlier. And he can fly, and he has like these 2 little guns that he can shoot. So I think that's interesting because Freebird has like a sword that he can use, so it's like hand to hand. That's pretty cool, right? I hope. This ugly monster is the Werepire. He's basically a werewolf. Or like he's a regular wolf, kind of like get Cujo'd into turning into a vampire. And he's a bad guy I think he's a bad guy. Let's think for a sec. I think maybe Golden Globetrotter. That would be cool. And now we're on to our joke villain, the Reptile Wrestler. Basically kind of like the lizard, but not. He's the opposite of the lizard. He's a lizard that used to be in like a fighting ring or whatever, and he got basically steroids and stuff and induced, and he turned buff, and he has the mind of a lizard, so it's kind of erratic. He's a villain of probably Mystical Man, but he's also just like a run-of-the-mill villain of the week type of thing. So it could go for anyone, like Buckle Up and Speedwave. This is the Mechanical Maniac. He is an 80-foot suit of armor that once had a host in it, but now the host got eaten alive by its wires and AI and mainframe. So it's basically his brain inside of an evil robot body. And he's villains for everyone. So that's bad. This guy's name is Forearm, but it's spelled like 4, like the number. But it's like a forearm. Get it? It's so funny. It's a pun. Get it? He basically has 4 arms. Yeah. And he's kind of like evil and stuff. I don't really know what to do with him, but I just wanted a guy with 4 arms. This guy's name is Redhead. That's a kind of a bad name, I know. But, he has Redhead, and basically he's kind of like a Bane type of thing. He's more like Solomon Grundy. I wouldn't call him a Bane authority. I would call him Solomon Grundy. Because, he's just a mindless killing machine. He'll jump up from like where he lives, probably the sewers or something like that, and he'll just kill. So we got that reference. Nice job. And yeah, that's bad. This is Hand to Hand. He is part of a duology, a duo, and he is hand to hand combat, and they're the combat cartel, sure. And basically they're a duo that's just like hired out to, take hits off and stuff, kind of like Bullseye. So yeah, they're the opposite heroes to hire, I guess you could say. This is the second person of the duo named Long Range, and guess what? He has a sniper that shoots long range. And yeah, they're kind of just like hits for hire. And basically, Hand to Hand will be on the ground kind of as a diversion. And then, Long Range will, be up high getting people. So it's kind of like you need like 2 people to fight both of them at the same time. So yeah. or 1 Golden Globetrotter. So this is Ripwave, and this is basically Stingray's villains that I'm gonna do, and they're all from the sea. Hands across the water, hands across, like, from the sea. Okay, whatever. Jokes aside, I guess he basically is kind of like a hybrid of like a shark and a guy, kind of like, you know, those old like elementary school books that's like Metamorpho or whatever, and they like morph into the animals. That's kind of what he can do. So I thought that was cool. This is Squid, and he basically, he's kind of like, well, I mean, he's kind of like the Aquaman or Namor, where he's a villain, but he can like, he has like a whole entire kind of clan down there, and they're all kind of squid people. But, you know, they don't look like squid people, they're just squids. So he controls the squids. So I thought that was cool. I guess, what a corny villain. This is my favorite one that I made. His name's Whale Man, and he's 60 feet tall, and basically he comes out of the water every so often and just wreaks havoc. He is not smart at all. He can't talk. He's just a monster. And, you know, he's kind of a team level threat, I guess. So that's crazy. This guy is Creature from the Black Lagoon. You know, the book title. And basically, he has the power, well, he's just an evil sea creature, and he can talk and stuff, but he's a monster, and he's kind of a horror type of guy, where he just, like, kills his victims, so that's bad. This is the Hopper, and basically his only power is to leap small bounds. Yeah, he's a loser villain, and he could probably go hand to hand with Fisticups, so yeah. That's pretty much all I have on him. I'm a loser. He's a loser. So, yeah. This is the Golden Touch. He is basically a playoff of Midas. Rich billionaire type of guy. He made his own mech suit, and that's it. And he can, he can turn selective things that he wants to into gold using his hands. And basically, he is a villain of Flare Gun. He's one of the main villains, and he actually accidentally made Flare Gun to get his powers. This is the Vibro Smasher. He's kind of a playoff shocker, where he has these like things that make him throw vibrations, but he can like actually throw them like balls. And he's a bad guy who basically just like, you know, he's just a normal guy that like, he can go for any hero ever in the world. So, yeah. This is the Hitman. Basically, he's the most, the special things he does to the mass market and supervillains. So, whenever he gets called out, he does his job. Our second to last one, his name is Herbicide. Herbicide, whatever. And basically, he has the power to control the earth and grass. And kind of like Poison Ivy, he control it at his will. He's a 14-year-old that basically, he just wants to like, I don't know, kind of like a Black Manta. He wants to avenge his parents because they got trapped in rubble underneath a villain fight. Probably like a free bird type of thing. Because he was like an older hero. So that's bad. So he's basically a big villain. And he's a recurring one, you know? And ending with heat. The Freebird bad guy, Air Rider. Basically, he can use air, kind of like the Avatar, and he can destroy stuff with it. He's so strong with the air that he can turn it into a malleable ball and throw it at someone, and it could probably kill them. So, you know, there you go. That is it. That is my list as of recording this video, and thank you for tuning in and watching it. Now, go on over and check out some of my other videos if you haven't seen any of the other ones in this series, and thank you for watching. Bye.